That coffee caught up with my ass. That's all I can say. I was like, last night, I was taking that. And I'll get up and I'm gonna do a video. Shit. Yeah. I can't do I can't do that. I don't have it to do. Oh, so anyways, yes, go best friend. That's my best friend. I went to see best friend. Yeah, mostly yesterday. I caught myself going lay down taking that. Hell no. Think if I ever see something like that in the forest, bro. First of all, I wouldn't be out there like that anyway. I know better. Ooh, hold on. That's crazy. So, yeah, I lay down and take a nap, and it turned into a slumber. And, if you know, you know, then you know how that goes and how into other realms can be very interesting. And it was very interesting. And it's actually kind of crazy because if the video of, do I really want to talk about that? No, I ain't gonna talk about it. But I had made a video before. I actually deleted that video because as I was saying it, I was also putting together some more things that was being done that made sense as to why certain things happened. That's no stitching. And it's just kind of crazy how things really happen. It really is. And they continue to happen. And they're going to happen, right? Oh, hey. Hey, y'all. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe. Hello. What's up, Goans? Goans? Hello, everybody. Like, share, subscribe. What did you do? I hope everybody's okay where y'all at. You know, thank y'all for coming and showing up. So, yeah, me deciding to delete that video because I'm still putting things together from those realities to this one. It's it's complicated. It really truly is. It's complicated. But I could say for the most part, the most ass kicking part about this is that information coming out about Burgermeister and Epstein. I'm like, oh my God. Right after I just get done talk about Clive Davis and how they was all in that meeting together is making sense. And then Diddy just got more time on his sentence out of nowhere. Who does that? Do you have any backstory? Yeah, plenty of it. It's 2,000 videos of backstory Actually, more than 2,000 videos. So, yeah, damn near 3,000 at this point in no time. So, I'm pretty much talking about the backstory right now and what's connected to, and what my mission in it is in life is exposing this shit for what it is. Ultimately, now I know I could never go into modeling, rapping, and all that, acting. It was not meant for me to be, and I'm glad. I'm glad I ain't get to go to none of that shit. And if I do, it's just gonna be by my free will. It's not gonna be on their terms. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the love and support. Yeah, this is very real. That's why it's like in due time when you do the work, things are going. That's why what I'm saying. They were like everything's going to be revealed in 2025. And for those who've been doing the work, we did the work so people that come after us can see what we fucking went through. And the things that were so hard to talk about that we had to expose, it wasn't easy. It just wasn't. You know, like I said, I'm still doing this stuff because of exposing this stuff. So it's not. Hello, what's up, Tories? What's up, V? Yeah, this is real, and it can be very stressful. So sometimes you have to be happy, but beyond belief, and do positive things to keep positivity going on in your life. And do what I'm saying? You got to do candle work. You got to do the cleansing, the clearing, and protection. That's why I tell people do not try to control people with candle work. Don't do that. You're supposed to focus on you and healing your inner child. That's what it's about, because they use it for bad shit. And they use it to like cover up and make things happen. It's the messiness and the craziness because they've been doing it for so long. And now it has no choice but to be revealed. All of these. What's up, Jenkins? Yeah, don't even know what you're talking about. Shout out, shout out. Can I get a like? While you talking about shout out, you want a shout out? Get them likes up, y'all. Please and thank you. Shake my head. You're a runaway. Is it that bad? What does that mean? Your runaway isn't that bad. Unknown. You gave a like. Okay, cool. Thank you. Appreciate you. Gallons. Wyvon. Wyvon Gallons. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. No, don't eat boogers. So you can stop playing on my channel. But anyways, yeah, that's the reason why they're starting to have briefings and the Supreme Court meetings or whatever, Capitol Hill meetings about how they really wrongfully made gay people the intentions of okay, it's okay to take the shot when it wasn't never okay. The population control and all those other things are very much so real, unfortunately. But just like they used to put people in crazy homes for talking about it, Just like they try to do to Kanye West. He actually finally, came out and he was telling the truth, but it's it's not that easy, dealing with it, especially when you're famous like that, or even when you're not famous like that. It's hard because your family will turn on you. You gave a like, yeah. I seen that. Thank you so much. Shout out to you, Gowans. So, anyways, their power and control is ultimately falling apart. But it's sometimes it's hard to really want to move forward beyond what you have already learned, and that's a part of becoming into your power is to um his eyes got big AF, is to throw away the things that you have learned and be open to new things, but you also have to use their own discernment as to what to use and what not to use, you know and that's what it's about. Yeah, thanks. um but even not, now that I'm really reflecting for real, like there was a lot of people I knew that was rappers, singers, dancers, and you know things like that. I knew a lot of people that was around a lot of that stuff. So it's like, even dealing with porn and stuff like that, like there's a reason why, you know, dude didn't want them Epstein files and emails and shit to get out. They let a pedo be a fucking president, yo. Nigga. It's sad. It's like, what are they gonna fucking do right now? Like, really, what is the circumstances gonna be? That's what really everybody need to be asking that question right now. My favorite pair of shoes are flip flops. I don't like to be encased in a lot of shit, so I don't really like shoes. Why is this sad to you? I mean, this is the reality that we are actually, exposing and living in. Even though it may be sad to you, that's just the facts. It was sad to me when I figured out about it. But the joy in what I came and got out of it was exposing it. That's the joy I get out of it. It's not the ha ha, I'm right. It's the oh shit. It's being fully exposed at this point. It's the happiness and the joy of, yeah, people can call you crazy, but you're not crazy. It's the happiness and joy that, people try to tear you down for, but you stuck to what you felt that was true. And you proved that was true. So Yeah, we can, you be sad and happy. I don't let other people control my emotions either, nor control my channel. But if you want to know those questions, you know what I'm saying? I'll definitely tell you. I like to eat plants and vegetables. My dream house. I don't know. I just want land to start with. I don't. Dream house means nothing if you don't own your own land. I think way beyond. I get straight to the bones of the foundation, as you would say. I'm not with the mundane. My favorite movies are Disney movies. You, it doesn't matter what you talking about. Like what you're saying doesn't make any sense. It makes sense for you because that's what you want it to be. It's not sad for me. I'm happy about what I'm feeling right now. Why? Because my purpose is to protect children, protect people, help people heal the inner child, help people protect their inner child. It's not sad. After you go through all the emotions, you're happy. After you go through the hurt, you're happy. Healing hurts. So speak for yourself. I don't like it when people try to control my emotions. I hate that. I'm not okay with that. You feel what you feel, I feel what I feel. I'm not okay with that. That's like suppression. Suppression is depression. No. If you don't like it, go to somebody else's channel. You don't have to be here right now and listen to what I'm talking. You know, that's just the honest to God truth. Come back another day when it's what you feel like. It's never gonna be perfect. So I don't know what you expecting from this channel here. Don't know. Happy times will be happy times, and whatever other times will be what it is, and that's what it is. Suppression is suppression, and I don't let other people control my emotions. I have safe and healthy boundaries. Thank you. And you should do the same and be respectful of other people's safe and healthy boundaries. You know, it's time for you to reflect on some boundaries and what not to cross. They funny. Yeah, money and power obviously ain't everything if it can be exposed. So what does that mean? Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? People that are closed off from growth typically think how you're talking. You know what I mean? I don't I don't feel that logic at all. It's closed off. It's not emotional, and it's like I said, like control your emotions. Don't come over here trying to control mine. That'd be the wrong thing to do. I don't care about anybody having power or money. That's one of the reasons why I was able to do what I did when I needed to do. No, but I'm not going to speak that into existence, because if that was the case, you know what I mean? It's going to become impossible for that shit to continue, which it already is. That's why it's being exposed the way that it is on such a grand scale. This is the micro to the macro scale of this perversion being exposed. It's just really showing how manipulative, if you program people to think and do certain things, of who they would pick to be a leader. So it's like, ooh, what made you want to go and pick that? You have that causes a whole lot of self-reflection of, wow, where's my mind, my heart, my body, and my soul that made me vote for this person to be head of the state, to be a president of the United States? Confirmation. What made me, what was I thinking of? What selfish reason made me vote for him? And 9 times out of 10, it's because people were thinking about fucking money. They were like, oh, well, and that shit is an illusion. I can guarantee you he's the one behind getting rid of the penny. I remember Bobby Hemming talking about something about getting rid of the penny. I swear somebody did, about getting rid of the penny, and what that penny represents. It's because the penny costs more than what they're saying, than what it's worth, right? But if that was the case, they never would have made it anyway. It was the value of the representation of what it really truly meant. So they wanted to depreciate his value and make him a penny. And now they want to discontinue the penny because why? Oh my God, I want to be Bruce Almighty and smite me, Almighty smiter, and God will get the smiting. It's okay. God will hit you where it hurt. It don't matter. I didn't have to kill nobody to, get this information. I didn't have to unalive nobody to live my life. But generations and generations and generations of doing so. Let me turn this light on. Generations and generations of doing so, and then you think you about to do it again for free in a different way, and cause what is that ugly little word that they use, genocide, to cause a free genocide amongst the people. This is what people voted for. They voted for genocide against themselves. So not only is he trying to cause genocide here in the United States, but he's also trying to commit genocide in other places as well. Trust me, if he knew he could push that line to the dime, he would absolutely take advantage of it and do it. He would do it. That's why people need to really sit down and sit back and reflect on what the hell they voted for. Damn. They need to really sit back and reflect on their childhood wounds. What the fuck? Oh shit. Hey y'all, like, share, subscribe. They really need to sit back and reflect. They were The main thing that they were focused on is the reason why. They just they ultimately picked the wrong thing, and the hatred for women. Their inner childhood wounds are screaming all over the place, very loudly on the inside. What made you want to pick a person like that? I already told y'all, he has his hands in so many different networks that people want to discount on that shit. Like they strategically, they strategically did all this shit. Somebody try to tell me, oh, well, you should have voted. You should. Oh, fuck this shit. They planned on this shit. There was nothing that anybody could have done to not do it, because so many people on a mass scale been mind fucked. Truthfully, how many people had PhD degrees, masters, doctorates, had all of these different things, yo, and they didn't have the intelligence to not vote for him? But then yet they'll come to somebody like my page or whatever and say, oh, well, that person don't know nothing. Emotional intelligence is the first intelligence ever. And when people choose to ignore that and don't tap into who they are, like I was hearing Cat Williams, yo, I swear to God, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling. Yeah, every day I'm hustling. If I'm not learning something new, yo, I what good is my life for? Just like they learned about 2020, they did not take the time to sit back and really pour into themselves. How many people broke up that time around that time, or from then to now, because they ended up finding out they were not who they didn't even know who they were. They didn't even know the person that they were in a relationship with. There was a lot of shit that they learned that they didn't know before, or some of them just chose simply not to reflect on anything and just was like, oh, well, I got money, or I'm going to get money however I need to get money, right? And I have been telling people for the past couple of years, especially last year, before he even became president, was you better find a different way other than selling drugs. You better find a different way. You better own your own business. You better build multiple streams of income. This shit is coming. They trying to set people up. Don't you go fucking stealing them stores. You're gonna they you know what I'm saying? They already started implementing the facial recognition. But in order to lock us down like they locked China down, they were gonna have to cause enough chaos so they can implement that shit and push us just like that to be, oh, well, let's lock them up in their house. They're gonna act crazy. Now we have reason. We're going to get rid of the gun laws. Y'all have to understand that to every action there's a reaction, and they force the reactions. And you know, the people that were enslaved, you know, the indigenous people of this land were to fight for the laws to be implemented for things to become fair. So when we're telling you he's breaking the 14th Amendment, the 15th, 16th, 17th Amendment, all of those amendments that were created in order to make these fair so people didn't go absolutely poor and broke. And how many systems of greed still going like that. They still have been happening. They're still getting exposed right now. We know why they don't plant trees that bear fruit. They don't want nothing to be free. That is not the fuck theirs. They're the motherfucking immigrants for real. Like, people have not really sat back and reflected on what really is true. And I can guarantee you, God is tired simply because of people being toxic, and indigenous people, we don't really hate like that. We don't keep that hatred going on. And we're really forgiving and loving. And because we keep choosing peace, we keep giving them an inch and they take a mile. And the people that just want to give a mile because they don't understand, just despite the indigenous people, ultimately are suffering now. It's unfortunate and it's sad that it's taken so much for more people to wake up in such a volatile way. And it's like, leave it to the most corrupt to show their ass, to prove a point of we try to tell you so. The truth will come out from the mouth of babes, the younger generations. And because these older heads, these older generations are like, you are to be seen and not to be heard. Oh no, you don't know what you're talking about. Because they're so stuck in a slave mind mentality, not even realizing that they're still in a slave system, and they're reverting. Purposefully, the system was set up for that way. That's why they beat the shit out of our parents and our parents' parents. And that's why our parents beat the shit out of us. There's more generations now of not, beating the shit out their children, thank God. But then, bro, there's so much healing and so much that we all have to learn when it comes to raising these children so they won't be just slave masters. Take, for instance, my mom, right? My mom, she catered to her daughter. I had to fight for everything I had. I had to literally fight for everything I had, everything I wanted. And she got it. She was older than me. I was adopted, you know? Only for her to then get old and gray. For her own daughter not to fucking take care of her for shit. In the most vile fucking way, purposefully done. But the very one that would be there for you to make sure you weren't in passing in such horrible fucking conditions is the very one that everybody dogged out. Everybody talked about. Everybody mistreated. Except for those who didn't. And it's like, damn. And that's why I say too, even about these older white folks. I had a client that was telling me how he used to make nooses. Do you really think I want to know about that? Do they think about who's going to be wiping their ass on their deathbed? They don't think about that shit. They didn't think that this system They first and foremost, they didn't even think that we would make it this far in the system. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it infinite. They thought this shit was gonna go on forever. Firefighters talking about how they let melanated people, indigenous people, just burn and die because that's what they wanted. We have to talk about the dark, ugly fucking truth because you know what? That's what the long line of history was built off of. What people learn in school, there's a darker truth to that. But they didn't want us to see our brighter future. They didn't want us to know our bright past before the enslavement. They didn't want us to know that we were gods, goddesses and gods. They didn't want us to know that. They wanted to cosplay and pretend as if they were us. If only they could keep it that way. They could suppress and abuse and neglect our children, our parents, us. No, no, thank you. Talking about this shit makes me very happy. Going through the different teachers that I went through to learn about spirituality and what it really means, and taking the good and the bad and just keeping the good and still evolving and healing throughout the time and the ages and the years that I've had while doing this, and for the shit to be exposed, this is a major shift. You better get every shift that you possibly can. This is why healing the inner child is healing the inner child. It's not kissing ass to make people feel comfortable. It's to shake them out of a reality in which they believed in that was not created for them. The falseness that they were put in to believe. The truth that was not theirs. The story they didn't know how to rewrite. The story that they didn't even know they could rewrite. No, thank you. I'd rather not go back to sleep. I'd rather talk about the truth no matter how it hurts. That's how I want people. Tell me the truth. I don't give a fuck how much it hurts, how much you think it's gonna hurt me, how much you know it's gonna hurt me. Tell me the fucking truth. But a lot of people are so fragile because they've been taught to believe something that they're actually not. That's why they become so fragile. Not knowing their power, not knowing that they have power, not knowing that they create their own power. Sustainability spiritually, physically, and emotionally. Fragile fucking ego. People's fragile ego gets them exposed. On a grand scale. On a grand scale. This is going to be internationally known. On the microphone. And it is. And it is. And it was. And it always forever will be. I can't even understand fully and completely what's going on right now. But when I kept talking about it and things kept coming up, I knew the energy before I seen it. And when you like Cat Williams, be in tune with your number one motherfucking player, with you, and every day you hustling and on the good foot, and you got that one good friend, there is nothing that can fucking stop you, yo. They're gonna try, they're gonna try to do everything to fucking tear you down. Everything. They'll start a rumor. They'll try to unalive you. They'll try to put you in jail. And it's crazy. I just got done talking about how they try to put me in jail twice over during my awakening. And it was quite literally for defending myself. Every time that I've went under lockup, it has been for defending myself, defending my children. Now, is that by coincidence? Hell fuck no. That shit is unfair. There's no way that that is even fair in any fucking way possible. For anybody to go through such criticism in such demeaning fashions of just wanting the best for themselves, for other people. But guess what? That's what you get when you fight for what's right. How many people now, all this stuff has been exposed, right? About Burgermeister and him and Epstein and him and Musket. These boys that call themselves men playing superhero, playing as if they're the perfect man because they have money, being exposed and trifling as fathers. But yet they call our men trifling and they put them in a system which they fell for, until we wake up and we come out of it. We all have failed for it in some type of way. Nobody's perfect, but we should strive for perfection. And we should definitely expose these motherfuckers and hold them accountable for what it is and do better. We got to do better to be the examples of. And when we find out we're not doing better and we find out we're in the wrong space, we're not even in our element of energy, we need to make the shifts. And when you make those shifts, you make change. You'll understand what your life purpose is. Stop fucking with these demons, yo. Demons got y'all fucked up and lost. I'd rather not to be fucking famous, yo. Rather not. It's hard enough being known for the right shit in general. Fuck. It's like being known for the right shit is still, you know what I'm saying? It has consequences, whether you right or wrong. But when you protect it, all that shit fades away. I was so scared at one point, bro. I could have chose not to do this. I could have chose not to talk about it. I could have chose to just go back to sleep. I could have just chose to live a mundane life. I could have just chose, yo. Literally going up against the whole system. From court to jail to, soul, what do they call it? Soul ties, soul families that are not even yours. But because of who I thought I was supposed to be, I end up being with some people that I wasn't supposed to be with. End up having children. My children, thank God, especially the girls, have a totally different, they're me, for real. But the boys have a whole nother way of having to fight because of coming into this realm. And it's so much harder for the boys when they're taught, don't listen to women. Your mother can't do it on her own. It's okay for us to interject and intertwine and fuck with y'all because she is a strong woman. She's a strong individual. Let's tear her down some more. Let's take the children. Let's be weak-minded men and let's not take care of our children. Let's not be there for them. And let's make sure she doesn't have community. Let's make sure that when you have hate groups going on like that, and I'm pretty sure there's women groups that do the same shit, the same exact shit, and the opposing shit towards men. What part of your ego are you fucking stroking? Your ego will get you exposed. Yeah, it might be comfortable. It might be, you might have some money in your pocket for that time being. But at the end of the day, you know how much more lonely and empty you're going to be when it's for nothing, when it's for naught. It doesn't matter who you're with and who you're around, you are still fucking lonely. That's a whole nother exposure to the unhealedness of this planet. It's sad to live a life of unfulfillment. And when you're not self fulfilled, you are very much so empty, you are very much so alone, misguided, and a disrespect to yourself. Not only just to yourself, to others. So, thank God for the exposure of everything that has been exposed and will continue to be exposed. Because not by coincidence, he was talking about setting Diddy free, and now Diddy got more time. Pick a side. Pick a side. What side you gonna pick? 47, 47, 47 Ronin. Y'all go watch that movie. It's on my movie night playlist. I know I felt something. Couldn't see it, but I felt it. For all the tracking devices that they use, the Apple, they deleted my video with me talking about that. Apple need to be sued for the people coming up missing, for the people being tracked, harassed, and stalked and shit. The people that put fucking all these little hidden devices in people's apartments, the fire detectors that look like the cameras that look like fire detectors, the fucking sockets that look like the cameras that look like sockets, the cameras that look like screws, like y'all. People be talking about a house or whatever, man. Look, I don't even want to live in a fucking apartment at this point. They have to deal with this bullshit. It's utterly ridiculous. It's like, damn, it don't be by coincidence that, you know what I'm saying, you have people stalking you where you move to. You can move to a whole new area. Whole new fucking area, bro. And be fucking stalked. Minding your fucking business. Not wanting beef, not wanting turmoil because there's all of shit going on. But yet, a demon fulfilled body will want to come and fuck with you. Just because they feel that type time And not only them and the whole damn crew. So there's good and there's bad, and Jesus. Oh, we are sent into some bullshit at times, and I'll be like, God, I don't want a vacation. I'm tired of being around demons, yo. I thank God for the angels I come across, or at least the demons that know how to fucking, you know what I'm saying? They know how to fucking act. I thank God for them because, boy, look, let me tell you, these motherfuckers be getting on my nerves. Getting on my absolute fucking nerve. Oh, I just want y'all to wake up. Jesus, please. Third chakra, please. Third chakra to the fourth chakra, the fifth chakra. Just work your way up, please. Come out the lower chakras, please. It's not easy. Healing hurts, but it's fucking worth it. I promise you, it's worth it. You'll get you'll get to see shit before it comes. You'll be okay. I see so much shit before it comes. It's not even funny. It won't even hit you the same after a while. You just be like, you motherfucker. Smash you like a little ant, just a little bit. What the fuck? Why? I just be looking at people like, why, yo? Why? But there's still a lot of, healing to do. There's a lot of transmutation to go on. And it's going to hurt. And when I heard that in 2020, I was like, no. I was like, what do you mean it's going to hurt? It's going to get worse before it gets better. How much worse can it get? You know what I'm saying? You ask those questions like, oh, what do you mean? Yeah, you get to see a lot of what that means when you're doing the work. When you're not doing the work, you're probably, you know what I'm saying, you're going to probably be a casualty around this bitch fucking around. Yeah. That's what guidance and clarity is here for. That's why self-awareness, self-healing, and cleansing is, it's here. It's for you. It's not impossible. It's very much so possible. So just understand. I'm not gonna pull no cards tonight, but Jesus. When I got the info, I said, "Oh, look at God showing up. Look at there. You said you was gonna do it. You said you was gonna do it. You did that shit. You did." Woo! You did it. We did it. And we're here for it. All right. So I'll probably do a reading tomorrow. I don't know. I'll see. Trying to pull my sleepiness together. After tonight, I should be okay. Oh, but, we'll see what happens. Because I have a lot of stuff to do. I have a lot of creativity to do. And we'll see. I'm working on the stands, the background of the stand. It's going to be circular. I don't know how to make a circle. There we go. It's a little better. No, maybe. It's going to be circular. Of course, it's going to have the platform, and the circle is going to be behind it, and it's going to be mounted. So, working on that. Oh, by the way, somebody fucked with my mail again, so God damn it, some bitch. I swear to God. It's okay. It's gonna work itself out. It will. Slowly but surely. Gonna be patient with this shit. You've come so far. Just know that they don't have control over you. They don't. Just do the right thing. You'll be okay. It's alright. Honey hurts. Oh, the confirmations are confirmationing. It's like, why does the nose itch? And it's nothing wrong with the nose. Follow your nose. I love y'all. Be great. Never give up. You are the best